Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to all U.S. Constitution protects all lives matter. Just got up after a little nap, working on notice of writ of certiorari for the individual Foia complaint that now is being covered up in the Second Circuit by Obama loyalists. As we know, and as you've been following, the Obama loyalists, Judge Swain, Denise Coate, Judge Denise Coate, Judge Schoenfeld, and a whole host of judges have been involved in going against the United States Code, which is enacted law by Congress to protect your civil rights, and also going against the United States Supreme Court rulings that reflect and apply those laws enacted by Congress. These individual judges need to be impeached. They need to be taken before the Bar Association and disbarred, and they need to stand trial, some of them for genocide and complexity to murder. Some of these judges are so involved with the Obama agenda, it is not funny. These judges here participated in cover-up of what Obama and Biden administrations were using the Federal Bureau of Prisons for. These people need to be taken and impeached. Again, they need to be taken and impeached. They need to be taken before the UN tribunals to thwart any type of political overtones or undertones of corruption, stand trial, and get Articles 2 through 9 applied to them, as Second Circuit has already cleared the way for such UN treaty laws to be applied to a country's leader and his subordinates. These judges, appointed by Barack Hussein Obama and Joe Biden, are standing strong with him to take the country and try to strip your civil rights away from you. These corrupt judges, through their rulings, are trying to rewrite the United States Constitution and congressional law policies. These judges are not applying congressional intent and explicit and implicit language that is contained in those enacted laws for them to follow. Judge Swain has participated in numerous cover-ups, including sandbagging Rizzoli versus Black Lives Matter et al., which Barack Hussein Obama is a defendant in. And you could see the cover-up because they tried to pick and paste items from one case to another, and you could see it on a docket sheet in 21 CV 4138, U.S. versus Rizzoli versus Executive Office of the U.S. Attorney et al., where numerous government agencies are named in a Foia complaint covered up by who? Judge Laura Swain, Southern District of New York. We need to take and have a congressional committee impaneled, and we need to have her taken out in handcuffs and brought to The Hague and tried for crimes against humanity in conjunction with Eric Holder, Barack Hussein Obama, Joe Biden, and every warden in the Federal Bureau of Prisons who authorized a surgical procedure and the roving bug used on certain individuals targeted by the U.S. Department of Justice. Such procedure was conducted on me in Muncie Regional Medical Center after an illegal arrest and taken off the street by federal officials in February of 2008 and placed in USP Alllenwood off an expired Navy sentence. We need to have them taken, and we need to take them and bring them to justice. Because I won't sleep until we have Barack Hussein Obama and these judges taken and brought to before the Hague. They must go before the Hague and be taken and charged with crimes against humanity. I could not have children because of that surgical procedure that was illegally conducted without my authorization while I was there for something else. I have the physical proof. They just don't want to honor it. Ladies and gentlemen, it was covered up by also Muncie Regional Medical Center, who refused to say what was there when I tried to show two doctors from that medical center located in Staten Island, New York, on 350 Bard Avenue, Dr. Cohen and Dr. Raval, who later turned out is hiding in the mountains of Pennsylvania after messing up other people's surgeries. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I have the physical proof. So I offer the United Nations UN treaty doctors surgical procedures and show them where such surgical procedure was conducted and what the roving bug has done to my intestine and testicles. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not embarrassed to say it. People could laugh all they want, but genocide is not a laughing, joking matter. It is the death penalty on those who commit and act in unison and concert with one another. And those BOP employees who have full knowledge of it, like P.A. Holtzapfel, who works for USP Alllenwood, Dr. Vermeer, who works for Auschwitz in Alllenwood, FCC Alllenwood, at the USP. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's true, it's real, but it's being covered up by doctors from Muncie Regional Medical Center. It's being covered up by Richmond University Medical Center, 350 Bard Avenue, Dr. Cohen, a neurosurgeon, and Dr. Raval, an alleged neurosurgeon who has botched several operations up. And also, court action was covered up against Richmond University Medical Center, which was obviously the U.S. Department of Justice. But Donald Trump was not in office. We call upon Pam Bondi and the rest of her investigative staff to get that package that I certified mail, restricted delivery to Pam Bondi, U.S. mail, certified mail, restricted delivery, and look over all those documents that contain proof beyond a reasonable doubt that acts of genocide and illegal procedures were being conducted in the Bureau of Prisons authorized by Barack Hussein Obama and Joe Biden in violation of Kadek versus Krasnick, 70 Fed 3rd, 232, 2nd Circuit, 1995, authorized. So again, ladies and gentlemen, let's look, listen, and learn. Thank you.